Hello, all, greetings. This is Gilles Mancillon. I wanted to come and wish you a good day to speak about spirituality. We're living in a very challenging time. We have to do the passive resistance and neutrality as much as possible, not to go into this madness, this collective paranoia. They're trying to project all kinds of negative futures. So we want to create this parallel reality where we'll be free. And today the central message of that day, I wanted to utilize the teaching and knowledge of a great book that was channeled in the 70s called The Course in Miracle. For it is the Lord Sananda, Jesus the Christ, or Joshua, that channeled this message. For it is kind of complex, and there are many ways to simplify that process, but it is still very valid in understanding. Today I give my life to God. Today is the day of God. Today I will step aside to let God guide this day, to fill this day with mercy, with miracle, with gift. And so today I give all my thoughts to God so He can replace my thoughts with His thoughts. And so I let go of all my actions so that I can follow the will of God. I step back and follow and allow myself to be guided. Who am I to question the divine love and wisdom of my eternal self, my divine I am presence that I am within? And so, because I do not know this divine love, I cannot understand it, but I have to trust. And this divine love and presence is a path that we need to follow. And so we give our life to God so that without any reservation, so that we can let God guide this light this day and every day from now on. And so He can fill it up with gift and consciousness and higher consciousness and freedom. For there can only be one God, and if there is only one God, it has to be me. For I was, I am, and always will be. That's the only way to recognize, to empower yourself to this process of salvation, to know you are the God of all creation. There cannot be any separation. It is not like someone else has the power or someone else up there has the power. For the higher self, we need the higher self. We will call on this higher self for assistance as many times as we need each and every day. So this is a very important. We let go and let God today. Today is the day of God, and every day from now on to fill it up with gift. I'm going to pull a few cards just to see, to get a mirror reflection of what is unfolding before us, although they can only be love. We're still going through this process. So, in the distant past, in the past where we come from is aloneness. We've been traversing this past as a feeling of a bit disconnected. It's the past of the hermit, the past. So it's although because we realize we're all one, but we are disconnected. We feel like we're encapsulated within an individual consciousness, and we've been learned to develop. That was necessary to develop our own truth, to develop our own light. Where we are now is abundance. We are allowing this abundance, this God of prosperity, the harvest, the investors, the prosperity to flow into our life. And we use whatever we need, and we let the rest flow to the rest of the world around us. And what comes in the near future is anticipation. So it's the card of completion, participation. So we're going to need to participate, to collaborate. We have to be kind and gentle, but we have to choose to participate in this process of allowing God to manifest those things for us. We have to be a conscious co-creator. Where we are now working on is integration. We are integrating the yin and the yang, the positive and the feminine and the masculine, the positive and negative aspect of duality, of polarity. For we want to go above all polarity into the angelic realm, to allow ourselves to utilize the power of there's the power of the snake below, and then the power of the eagle, the swan, and that opens up to the flower of life. And the outcome will be conditioning. It's about being free from conditioning. It's a lion that's been raised among sheep, and he believes he's a sheep, so he's tied up to the herd of sheep. But he's not a sheep; he's a lion. So as an individual spirit being, you want to be free of the conditioning, and the world. Eventually, the world will have no more power over us. We'll be totally free and independent of all that. For right now, there is a lot of feeling of discontent, and there is a very, very heavy, this year is very, very stressful, and many people will choose to live, will die and return to the light and the higher planes. But many will face the darkness, and we are here to transmute this darkness, to face our demon, our fear, in order to be free. And the earth is also doing that on a massive level, for there is so much on a core belief, or we have to clear up our core beliefs, and all the darkness from our core belief, but the earth is doing that as well on a planetary level. So there is all kinds of old energies that the earth is transmuting as well. For we are not always able to differentiate between our own karma and core belief, and the collective core beliefs of what is going on, the cleansing, the racial, the cultural, familial, group karma that is being transmuted, our own individual. So we need the assistance of our higher self. Continue to call on your higher self to assist you. For the Archangel Michael was saying that many people, light workers, are getting a lot more tests and challenges that they are lot. They don't deserve. They don't deserve all the heaviness that is being brought upon them. But we have chosen that to assist the collective, to assist, because we are assisting whenever we take on a challenge that is not part of our own karma. We are assisting everybody. It's assisting each and every individual is being assisted by that. So it is a sacrifice to assist this collective, or to assist to go through the test and try that are beyond what is our personal lot. And they said a lot of people are, we may be criticized because we're going through those very tests and challenges, but Archangel Michael was saying those people like myself, for instance, was going through some really hard time and challenges, should be honored and not judged for what they're going through, because it's all a work on our systems, and it will not last very long. For we have to overcome fear and all the fears and all the demons. We all have those darker forces that are trying to fool us, to open the door of the heart in order to open the door to the divine will. We have to transmute all the fears and all the darkness before the divine will can actually manifest. And so I'm going to pull a few cards and discuss a couple more ideas, and then. So it is very much a time where we are transmuting a lot of energy, and we're preparing for this great freedom. We have to be as indifferent as possible, which is not easy when your security, your material comfort has been completely removed from your life. I mean, the Buddha was just living out of prana, but fear will prevent us from breathing in this prana. Fear is very much, we have to use this violet fire to transmute the fear, and many of us are going through the same experiences of the same ups and the same downs, because it is a collective unfolding. So the highest wisdom for us today is yin. It's about allowing things rather than being it's about allowing others to lead the show, lead the way. Let life lead you into the manifestation. Let life brings the energy together. It's about allowing more than moving forward with a push. What we need to understand is all that shines. It's what is new, all those things that is new, that is temporary, that is superficial. It's the mood swing, but it's also the to see the form and the content. So it's not to be lost in the form. What we need to understand, what we need to do is respect the rules. It's about respecting the rules of society, but following the divine rule and law. So the divine law is the primal. Once we align with ourselves with the law, we are more powerful than any external force, for the law is one. And so you are the law, you are the one, you are the God of all creation. Remind yourself that, and then from there can be no doubt, no shadows from that point of perspective. And the outcome is a new life. There is a new life that is opening, a brand new life that's going to be created. That is created by our higher self, and so we are co-creator of that. There are two exercises that we can work in order to eliminate, to transmute fear. There's many, but I thought I bring two of them. The first one is when we have a fear, it's like we have a knot in our stomach or in our belly. We feel like, there's this tight point, and there's connected to cause and expectation of the future, for we do not we want to avoid past and future. And so when it feels like that, we want to feel the energy, but remove it from the cause or the context. And then this energy, just bring the energy of fear, the feeling of fear throughout your whole body and your whole aura, and make it big and big and big. And you feel the power But then, since it is disconnected from cause or projection, it becomes a power that can be transmuted and redirected. And so, utilizing all the energies and transmutation. Another exercise was given by the Archangel Michael, is to see yourself, look at yourself in a mirror. There is a mirror, and then you envision your worst fear, whatever makes you most, or imagine a time where you were really afraid of something, really, and then you look into your eyes. Your face is suffering from that fear, and then from there you open your heart, and well, it's all doing it under control in front of a mirror. You open your heart and you call on the violet fire. You call on your higher self. And then you see all this fear dissipating through your eyes, and you feel a sense of joy and well-being. You can imagine a great sphere of light that comes from above, from your higher self, that enters your crown, your third eye, your communication, and moves into your heart, or it moves into your belly, if that's where the fear is located, wherever that is located. And then it explodes into 1,000,000 diamond pieces, and those diamond pieces are just eating up all the dark, the negative aspect, and then you find this space of peace within. Well, I hope this will make sense for you. For we have to resolve all the negative emotion before we don't want to project on anybody any negative emotion, our own shortcomings, our own. So we have to transmute them into love before we communicate. For any negative emotion comes from negative beliefs, a thought that we've been thinking, that we've been empowering certain thoughts that are no longer serving us, or the negative emotion is just a manifestation of that negative thought. So when we have negative emotion, we realize that it comes from a negative beliefs, and then we can disengage, we can change it. We say not in the past, it's no longer valid, whatever works, to disengage and transmute it into something positive. For the doubts are Shakespeare was saying that doubts are just, they are traitors. They really, they prevent us from moving forward. They are like, we do not want to hesitate too long when we're afraid of doing something. Just imagine it is not you, it is God doing it. And thy will be done. And so when you move through since you have given this day to God, you have given your thoughts to God, and you have given your life, your direction of your life to God. So thy will be done. And so you can approach things without fear. And for discouragement discouragement is really a disease. It's hopelessness and discouragement are really some of the greatest disease. That it's the lack of faith of God. For sometimes we feel in faith, and then sometimes we feel discouraged. Everybody goes through that, but it is very we don't feel like it's. We don't feel like it's subtle. Sometimes we feel like we don't have. So it's very much about returning to this I am that I am, to returning to the face, and then from there the courage returns as always. Well, I hope this message will be of interest to you. For the energy of Creator, of God, is equally distributed. In all beings have this energy, and you have it. And don't forget, if there is only one God, and there can be nothing outside of God, it has to be you. It cannot be anyone else, anything else that ever been, is, or ever will be. For it is all you. It is all part of that greater self. And if you're experiencing some dark aspect of it, it's because you are choosing to heal that higher aspect, that universal aspect that is independent to your own soul. But we're gonna get clearer on all that, and doors will open very soon. I'll pull one more card. I'm gonna sing this song that's about this person that's being followed by a moon shadow. This dealing with the demons, dealing with the fear. It goes like this, from Cat Stevens. Oh, I am being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, leaping and hopping on a moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my hands, lose my plow, lose my land, oh, if I ever lose my hands, oh, if hey, 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 I won't have to work no more. And if I ever lose my eyes, if my colors all run dry, yes, if I ever lose my eyes, oh, if hey, 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 I won't have to cry no more. Oh, I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Oh, if I ever lose my legs, I won't moan and I won't beg. Yes, if I ever lose my legs, oh, if hey, 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 I won't have to walk no more. And if I ever lose my mouse, all my teeth, north and south, yes, if I ever lose my mouse, oh, hey, 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 I won't have to talk. Did it take long to find me? I asked the faithful light. Did it take long to find me? And are you going to stay the night? Oh, I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Very much about the illusion when the great light. Sometimes when the great light finds us, we find ourselves in peace, in love, in joy, in abundance, in ecstasy. But are you gonna stay the night? You know, are you gonna leave me and leave me in doubts and fear and alone? For it is all a process. Huh? And so I'm going to pull one more card. I feel like today the Spirit is a great deal of gift and joy and mercy that come from this ability to let God give this day to God. And the card is the decision the Archangel Joe feels. Free yourself from anything that prevents you from moving forward, needing to be purified, to purify yourself. Unjustified worry induced by the lack of trust in yourself. So here she's really letting the birds free. Huh? You have to trust yourself to see what prevents you from moving forward and to continue this purification process, whatever that may be. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.